Well, more and more information is coming out every day regarding what's truly going on in North Carolina and some of the other states regarding Hurricane Helene. And before I even begin this broadcast, I want to tell you guys, please keep them in your prayers because quite frankly, there's a lot more going on than the mainstream media is telling you. And I'm going to be discussing that in today's broadcast. But I want to start first with a message that was published by Elon Musk on X and Pete Buttigieg's response to Elon Musk, because the two kind of go head to head, if you will, on some of the things that are happening there or rumored to be happening. But take a look here at Elon Musk's X page here, and here's what he says. And this is on October 4th, by the way. Just received this note from a SpaceX engineer helping on the ground in North Carolina. FEMA is not merely failing to adequately help people in trouble, but it's actively blocking citizens who try to help. Hey, Elon, update here on site of Asheville, North Carolina. We have powered up 2 large operating bases for choppers to deliver goods into hands. We've deployed 300 plus Starlinks, and outpour has saved many lives. The big issue is FEMA is actively blocking shipments and seizing goods and services locally and locking them away to states they are their own. It's very real and scary how much they have taken control to stop people helping. We are blocked now on the shipments of new Starlinks coming in until we get an escort from the fire department, but that may not be enough. Now, Elon Musk sends out another X in that same day on October 4th, and that's the one that Pete Buttigieg responds to. But I want to state this. Starlink is obviously very important right now because all of the people, especially right there in North Carolina, they have lost all their internet, all their power, all the electricity. It's questionable if many of them even have phones or access to anything because a lot has been just disrupted and completely obliterated, right? And so if they can get that access, you get Starlink in there, that's the way that they can find where FEMA's at. Because right now FEMA is stating that, oh, they can get it off of the apps on their phone. Well, these people don't have Wi-Fi access right now, obviously. So how is this helping them at all? So there's a lot of things like that we need to continue to keep in prayer. But Elon Musk goes to expand on his X page a little bit more on that topic. But before I get into that, I got to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, news.noblegoldinvestments.com/Lisa Haven. Look, right now, I want to encourage you to make sure you diversify your profile, right? Right now, silver is going through the roof because of all these solar panels, and they need that silver paste to work. And right now, because of that paste and because of the massive increase in a lot of these solar powers, silver is absolutely exploding. So right now is the time for you to invest in gold, silver, and precious metals. And you can do that by going to news.noblegoldinvestments.com/Lisa Haven. Fill out this information and they'll send you this free gold and silver investment guide, absolutely free, or give them a call at 1-877-646-5347. Make sure you let them know you heard it on Lisa Haven because they are giving away up to 10 of these 1 ounce silver Trump coins here, or even a 10 ounce silver American flagged with any approved plan. So make sure you let them know you heard it on Lisa Haven. But there's always a risk to investing. There's never a guarantee. If you want more information, click that more button or click the link in the description box below. All right, so let's dive in to this X post where Elon Musk and Pete Buttigieg kind of go head to head, right? Take a look, and this is on his X page, and again, published October 4th. Just received this text 20 minutes ago. The level of belligerent government incompetence is staggering, says Elon Musk. But here's the actual text message. Mike, hey Elon, update here on site of Asheville, North Carolina. We have powered up, ... What the hell? FEMA is both incompetent and stopping people from
from helping? Question mark. How can I help? Says Elon Musk. And here's the reply. It's true. They are now about to shut down the airspace to regulate the private choppers we are riding in to deliver Starlink and supplies. We are pushing back with Trump team as well to help us, but it's not looking good. We need help to get word out about FEMA. We spoke with Ivanka and handed out Starlinks with her yesterday, but FEMA then showed up and started blocking us. The largest concern for us here is the FAA throttling flights for our choppers where they are requiring to and from information and mission now to deliver a discrete code. Doing this takes a long time and very cumbersome to the ops. This is the largest concern and most help we could use. So that's kind of the idea and the precipice behind the text. And Elon Musk says, I'm going to post this on my X page because the word needs to get out. Well, Pete Buttigieg, he responds to that, right? And he says, no one is shutting down the airspace, and FAA doesn't block legitimate rescue and recovery flights. If you're encountering a problem, give me a call. And Elon Musk responds, are you saying this man and hundreds of others are lying? And he references that there. But then he retweets shortly thereafter, also on October 4th, right? To Pete Buttigieg's credit, which is rare. But anyway, he says, thanks for helping simplify the FAA NOTAM. Support flights are now underway. Much appreciated. So the good news is Elon Musk's team has now been allowed access into the area, and apparently Pete Buttigieg has simplified the FAA NOTAM for Elon Musk. But the good news is these people are at least getting some help, because help has been really and massively delayed by the Biden administration. And I want to show you this. I mean, you guys form your own opinion, but this is how I see it, right? Joe Biden, here's his X page, right? Today, and this, by the way, is on October 6th. That's the today. Notice Elon Musk was helping on October 4th and prior, trying to get people in prior. This didn't come out until October 6th. Today, I ordered another 500 active duty troops with advanced technological assets to move into Western North Carolina and assist with the response and recovery efforts. 1,500 troops will now support thousands of National Guardsmen and federal personnel on the ground. My administration will continue to stand with all impacted by these storms. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can see his statement there, 1,500 troops, robust on-the-ground efforts, including more than 6,100 National Guardsmen and more than 7,000 federal personnel, like helping these people. The problem is it came about 10 days after the disaster. What the hell? Literally? Why did that take so long? And it's exactly what people on Twitter are like commenting about. JD Sharp says, why didn't you do that 10 days ago? I mean, seriously, right? And DC Drano says, that's like sending the ambulance a week after someone called 911 because their loved one was choking. It's downright evil. And I have to ask the same question. And look, let's just be honest here, right? It shouldn't be about politics, whatever, and whether or not that's the case on why they delayed. Of course, they would say no to that, right? But either way, 26 of the 28 affected counties are more or less Trump counties, right? 26 of the 28 counties happen to go and lean more towards Trump. Whether or not that's a reason for delay, I'm not quite sure. The White House will obviously say no, and they're saying no to that. But why did you drag your feet for 10 days? Right? And what the hell is going on with FEMA? Speaking of FEMA, and I talked about this on Restricted Republic. If you want more in-depth, by the way, a really in-depth research on what's going on, I put the full version. This is only a very small version, by the way, everyone. You're going to get the full story at restrictedrepublic.com. Sign up there. Use the coupon code Trump and the number 47, and that's going to give it to you for $2.99 per month, and you can cancel whenever you want. But go there and check it out, because you need to see the full story of what is really going on at Restricted Republic. But that said, here's what else that is going on with FEMA, right? Here's FEMA. Here's the AP, and this is an article that was posted just on October 2nd, 2024, right? October 2nd. Mayorkas warns FEMA doesn't have enough fundings to last through hurricane season. Again, you see the date there, updated October 2nd, 2024, or whatever. Ooh, they don't have enough funds. Well, what the hell is going on? Where is that money going? We have FEMA awards $110 million to the Emergency Food and Shelter Program to assist migrants. So apparently, some of this money is going to migrants, but don't worry. Karine Jean-Pierre has denied that. Take a watch.
No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants. So FEMA regional administrators have been meeting with city officials on site to coordinate available federal support from FEMA and other federal agencies. Funding is also available through FEMA's Emergency Food and Shelter Program to eligible local governments and non-for-profit organizations upon request to support humanitarian relief for migrants.
Oops. Too bad there's such a thing as the internet. In 2022, she was very happy about FEMA funding these assistant migrant programs, but today that's not happening. Either way, I'll let you decide where that actually lies. But you want to know what the number one goal right now is for FEMA? It should be saving people, regardless of the color of their skin, from disaster, but instead they have prioritized DEI stuff. Goal 1, instill equality as a foundation of emergency management. That is on their FEMA website. This is not me. This is FEMA, where they say that basically some people of color, depending on your identity, suffer disproportionately from disasters. Really? Really? And I get into detail in this in the Restricted Republic portion of that. You're going to want to check that out. But I quite frankly can't see how the color of the skin or your gender or what gender you like has anything to do with disaster, but yet that's where we are. Meanwhile, you know who is getting lots of money, not just from FEMA, but from your tax-paying dollars and other departments? Well, illegal immigrants. In fact, take a look at what they're getting. And I'm going to just kind of show you, but what this says, what you're looking at is a furnished Maine apartment where migrants are getting up to 2 years free rent and utilities, right? And this apartment is the same county that received $6.1 million in funding from the FEMA program, right? So here it is. Look at this house. Big house, huge. These are where they're staying. Nice little area. And she gets into all of that, but just beautiful in the inside. Meanwhile, what are our victims over in North Carolina and other devastated areas getting, a measly $750 to start, and then they can apply for assistance there and after that, but it's nothing compared to what we're seeing with some of these illegal immigrants and nothing compared to what we're sending over to Ukraine. Nowhere near. And they're dragging their feet. Meanwhile, we've got another hurricane threat facing Florida right now and other areas. Hurricane Milton intensifies into a Category 4, prompts hurricane and storm surge watches in Florida. In fact, I believe they have evacuated some areas. Hurricane Milton has rapidly intensified into a Category 4, and hurricane and storm surge watchers are now posted along Florida's western Gulf Coast, where the storm poses threats of life-threatening storm surge, destructive winds, and flooding rainfall by mid-week. Milton will be a historic storm for the west coast of Florida, says the National Weather Service there in Tampa, Florida. And they're telling people, follow the advice of local authorities, which I would agree with, and evacuate if you are ordered to do so. Please do that. I encourage you to do that. And listen, because we don't need more devastation. We're seeing what's happening over in North Carolina, and we don't want the same thing going on in Florida. So anyhow, wanted to give you guys a heads up on all of that. And like I said, get to Restricted Republic. And if you guys are already there, I love you guys. But make sure you check out the information there because I've got a full version going on there. Anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks so much for being here on my YouTube channel and with me on Restricted Republic. I love you all. I'm Lisa Haven signing out.